Oh my God. They still drive by. That retired judge has wasted so much money in this for almost 4 years for his pathetic, ugly daughter. Today, I was in Macy's, um, and some ladies walked by while I'm looking at the ladies' dresses. None of this is funny. They said she was charged, and they said this big dirty word. And that's why we were supposed to follow her around. And we found out they made it up. It's like, how stupid are you? Hmm? How stupid are you? At Christmas time, they kept saying this big dirty sentence. Okay, I always say I'm not stupid, but when it comes to some things, I just don't know. And I didn't know what it meant, so I had to Google it. It meant the mean game of pretend. Of course, it never happened. Of course, it wasn't true. You made it up. It's a documented me game of pretend. And it's like, some guy, I went into this one place to pick up food right before Christmas, and he said if she had to Google what it meant, none of this is funny. You know what it meant? I did, and I don't have to. Not even a little bit of charges. Not even interested in me. Why? Because in a protected life case, everybody's getting followed around. Why? Because the police, like Officer John said, when those kids get caught stating, they made everything up. They also got caught stating they wanted the house for Auntie Shell and Papa, and I need to get out. And then later on, they were making everything up to Flora. And they're documenting me games of pretend. It's like, how stupid are you people? You, you can't just put charges on somebody, break in, stock them, Photoshop a shower scene, date rape, drug them, tell them to say something stupid, and then act like you got charges against them when they've never even been questioned. It's like, how fucking stupid are you for falling for this? Yeah, but those ladies walked by and said that they said she had been charged with, and I'm like looking over at them, and none of this is funny. They made it up. Yeah, they made everything up. Everything up for these low lies to fall for their hate crime. I told you, June of 19, I was working at Pizza Hut in Canal Fulton. Some guy was sitting out with another guy. I walked out and started cleaning tables. He looked right over at me, started talking. I overheard them. They're trying to get a group of men together to take you out to a field and beat you to death. I tried to warn them, and they wouldn't listen to me. And I thought, the final threat is stabbed to death in a field south of Ravenna. What do you mean? And it's this. They take their illegal tapes where they kicked in my door because they're pathetic slug, slime assholes, maggots, flesh eating maggots. They uh, try to live off the carcasses of what they've tried to kill. Uh-huh. They're like backward Robin Hoods. We victimize the poor and we steal from the poor to give to the rich. They're like backward Robin Hoods. They're maggots. All right? And where they've kicked in my door after Dave met that pathetic retired judge's daughter and so excited to think they're going to get her a man. Mm-hmm. That they kicked in my door by the 6th day and I wasn't even moved in. Not even moved in. Started stalking me. I told you how sick I was when the house before mine, see me out struggling, trying to mow. I didn't know what was going on here. They were already drugging me up within 2 weeks. None of this is funny. Nothing they have is legal, or even an officer can look at it. I even confronted the Portage County Sheriff's, and they, on a taped audio conference room, Miss Hall, we were never in your home before a protective light case. That would be illegal. I said you couldn't look or listen. It's the Fourth Amendment. Police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life, and they have to speak to everyone before they start, or it's not admissible. Yes. I said it'd be illegal to look or listen. Yes. Like Officer Reinhardt and Lewis, so it comes down to no matter what. Until basically the Canton FBI took your statement. He agreed to protect you. They couldn't be in your home. That's why that officer had to talk to Dave. Nothing they have is admissible. And then on top of it, where all these people found out they were drugging me and photoshopping a shower scene, they have went to the Canton police, and Canton's been all over this, for about 9 months, 10, and about 9. And they already know all the tapes before were them and not me, and they're looking for who actually was doing it. Today, also, after I left Macy's, I went to Mentor's Clothing. There was 2 apostolic women in the aisle, and they're whispering to each other. I went to look, and I thought, I'm not afraid of you. And the one girl went, don't you dare say a word to her. None of this is funny. That Steve's the one that's been paying all of us to follow her around. And we don't think it's funny he was breaking in and date rape drugging her. They ended up divorced over this. Well, I go to walk off from him, and I found a dress, and I went to try it on, and some lady's like, good, nobody said anything, I can leave. You kind of have to get right next to me for people to whisper sometimes. Plus, my phone's bugged from the police, and I got it. Sorry, honey. But yeah, I was found innocent of everything in 2018, where I did speak to that agent, and he was very corrupt, and everything that he said was illegal except for listing me informant. Because where I tried to tell on David Huntington Bank, where he said he had a phone call to make, and then where the guy tried to kidnap me, tried to carjack me, threatened to knife me, and I made right by the ATM, made a beeline for Huntington Bank, and then the Pizza Hut older blonde lady came up and said that somebody was paying her to stalk me. I get paid to watch her, and the banker's screaming at her, and they're going back and forth, and then the guy that tried to kidnap me, tried to carjack me, walks off, threatened to knife me, and she walks off. So either Dave called someone to call him, or the Pizza Hut lady. Worst scenario, he's the company phone. It's that easy. They could get him. And where I try to tell that agent, call me a liar, you confess you're lying, or I'll I'll put you in jail. Or I'll arrest you. You can't. And it's like, what? He said, you say you're lying, or I'll arrest you. You can't do that. I had vital information of how to find the guy that tried to kidnap me and link Dave right to it. And he didn't want to hear it. And does he have a girlfriend? I don't know. Some guy's railing. Stop. She doesn't know. He knew. And then I'll list you informant, but if you tell someone, I'll list you crazy. You can't tell somebody they can't ask for help or tell someone. My one friend that worked at the prosecutor's office, he said nothing he said was legal. No, it wasn't. He was obstructing justice, tampering with evidence, tampering with a witness, and victimizing a victim, and then setting him up. And none of that's legal. And he can go to jail for we're on a recorded line. A couple days ago, the 19th of September 22, I was in Walmart getting my hair done at the hair salon. As I go to pay, 2 idiots walk by. Will did call her up and call her a liar. But he wanted to push her, see how far he could push her. But she shouldn't have said that no matter what. Well, when you're scared for your life, and you've had attempts on your life, and you find out who's doing it, and then when you try to report it, they threaten to put you in jail. It's like, whatever. You didn't want to help me. Several Canton officers have been involved in the investigation since January 1922. Whipple Avenue, the Department of Disability, they told them I was drugged and told to say it before, and it's taped in audio, and there's Canton police up there. And several of the Canton officers have been all over this. They already know about the shower scene, the drugs, and told to say stuff, and looking for who was doing it to me. They're wanted. Nothing they have is admissible, so what they do is they run around lying to people. Oh, she has charges. I have nothing. I can pass the BCI background check. Yeah, I have nothing. You have to have Miranda rights. You have to be subpoenaed to the prosecutor's office with your attorney, and then subpoenaed in front of a judge. And the judge and the attorneys and the prosecutor weigh out and see if it's admissible, and there you get charges. Then you have to be found guilty or innocent for the charges to stick. I've never been questioned. Do I have anything? No. They made it up, like the lady said. They were telling people she had this charges and told everybody to follow her around. And we found out they made it all up. Some guy outside the mall. The worst thing outside of Macy's,